What's up, legends, and welcome to the watch party for the new show on Netflix, Pokémon Concierge. So this will be my first time viewing this, and we're just going to give a few more minutes for people to hop in here. So I wanted to try something different today. It's not very often that we get new Pokemon content, especially like a show or something like that. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of experience it together. Even if you've already watched it, I do encourage you to watch along. So we will not be able to display the show on screen, obviously for copyright reasons, but what we'll do is basically do a countdown, and hope you guys will open up your Netflix account and go ahead and hit play when we do, and we'll kind of enjoy the experience together. We will have some of the subtitles on the bottom of the screen so you can kind of see where we're at, but yeah, just gonna hang out for a little bit and we'll get going, and we'll start watching. Yeah, but please let me know if you guys have any questions in the meantime. Just wait for a few people to come in here. I do see we have a few people in here, so hello and welcome. Hope you guys will watch with us. We're gonna watch Pokemon Concierge, the new Netflix show by the Pokemon Company. So definitely intrigued by it. It definitely looks really cool. The animation style looks really nice from what I could see so far. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and hit play in just a little bit on Netflix, and hope you guys will watch along with us. What's up, Ranger? Thanks for joining. Let me know if you guys have seen Pokemon Concierge already, or if you'll be watching for the first time with me. Hope you guys will watch along. So are we going to play the sound? Unfortunately, we can't play the sound either. We won't be able to show the full footage or the sound, but we will be able to show the subtitles, so you'll be able to hopefully sync up your show with mine. Of course, we'll do a countdown at the beginning, so I do want to wait just a few minutes for people to get in here, so hopefully you guys can sync it up and watch along with me. Pull it up on your phone, relax on the couch. You can have the stream up on your phone and start it on your TV, whatever you guys want to do. I've seen a few other content creators do this before. I thought it'd be fun. Like I said, it's not very often that we get new Pokemon content on a streaming service like Netflix or something like that, so I thought this would be cool just for a little change. And I'm still brand new to going live, so I believe this is only our third live stream, so I thought that this would be kind of a fun thing to do. Fresh tats, good to see you. I see you got the DVD in, so there you go. Ranger hasn't watched it yet. Awesome. Are you going to be able to watch with us? Please let me know. Just want to give you guys ample time to pull up your Netflix account and get ready to watch with us. We'll go ahead and move over to our viewing screen though. But how's everybody doing tonight? Man, it's just Monday. I'm getting my days mixed up, but how was your Monday? Mine was pretty good. Got to go out for a little bit today, work at a coffee shop. Got lunch with the wife and my baby because she has to go with us wherever we go. But yeah, it was fun. What's up, German Lopez? Thanks for joining. For those of you who are just hopping in here, we are going to be watching the new Netflix show Pokemon Concierge on Netflix, and so like I said, we're not going to be displaying it on screen because obviously we'll get in trouble for that, and you won't be able to hear it, but we will try and sync it up so we can all kind of press play on Netflix at the same time, and we'll have the subtitles at the bottom, so you will be able to kind of see where we're at. Especially if you've already seen it, you might be able to kind of follow where we're at, and we'll try and offer some commentary and maybe a review of each episode at the end. So I think we're going to just do episodes 1 and 2 tonight, and then maybe we'll conclude. I think there's only 4 episodes if I'm not mistaken, so we'll conclude with those other episodes a different night. What's up, Tyler? Thanks for coming. He said I'd watch along, but I've seen this with my kid like 5 times already. Well, yep, I probably should watch this with my kids. I'll probably, on the second viewing, we'll watch it with the kids. But I appreciate you guys showing up. We'll get started in just a little bit. Just want to give a few more people the chance to hop in and get your Netflix account open so we can get started. In the meantime, you guys got any questions? How was your day? How was your Monday? Let me know. It's good to hear, Tyler. I enjoyed seeing your graded submissions back from Beckett. Those are really cool. For those of you who don't know, Tyler is a Whatnot streamer and also a collector. He likes BGS like I do, and so he just got a nice Beckett return. Go check out his IG. I believe it's Pocket Trainer Ty, if I'm not mistaken. Some good stuff. I think we'll give it maybe just one more minute, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and press play and we'll watch this thing together. Whoever's in here, we'll be able to watch episode 1 together, and then we'll probably stop it and maybe discuss it a little bit, and then we'll watch episode 2 as well tonight. As always, I'm still fairly new to the whole streaming thing, so let me know how the audio sounds. Hopefully it's not too loud. I can always kind of turn it down a little bit, and we'll go from there. Yeah, Ranger, it's basically stop motion, but yeah, it's some of it seems to be claymation. I think there's some other things that they implemented, but yeah, it's stop motion, so definitely looks cool. We'll get to see it in just a moment. All right, guys, well, let's not keep you waiting. We'll go ahead and watch together. So what I'm going to do first, I'm pretty sure an ad is going to play on mine because I'm cheap and I have the cheapest Netflix account you can have. So as the ad is playing, please just let me know if you happen to hear the audio from my computer, which you shouldn't, but if you do, please let me know because we do not want to get a copyright strike. I don't want to be playing that here on the stream here, but let us get into it. Well, gotta find it real quick. It was literally up on the popular ones when I was looking at this before. Give me just a second. Can you guys hear that? Hopefully not. Okay, looks like I might not have an ad, so that's nice. All right, I think we are ready. We are going to do the countdown. So, like I said, last chance, get your Netflix account up. We are going to play it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Nice, the Wingles. It does seem like the humans might be a claymation. Bulbasaur. Okay, so he's kind of like a plush felt looking sort of character. Hey, there's Dragonite. Very vibrant. Too hard to do Pokemon claymation, I guess. I don't know, maybe. Some of them might be claymation, like Wooper might be right here. I think the ones that have fur, they probably used some sort of fabric on it. Got Pansear, Pansage. I wonder if they're going to do like a behind the scenes of this show, because I'd be really interested to see how they make everything like the water and everything. What's going on, Antonio? We're just in the middle of watching Pokemon Concierge. Feel free and look at the subtitles and sync up if you can. If not, you can sync up for episode 2. I love that they have Dragonite in this. Haru definitely struggles with anxiety. Eevee is cool. She's a very stressed out girl. If she's gonna make the Pokemon feel the way she feels, they're gonna feel very stressed. Oh, and that's the end. That was a quick. Definitely a quick episode. Was that actually 20 minutes? All right. Well, thoughts on episode 1. It's definitely a very simple story, but I can tell they're kind of building to something. Kind of a little bit of a character development there. She has a lot of stressful things going on in her life, and she seems pretty high strung as it is. Yeah, so we'll see. That's what I'm kind of curious to see. I mean, obviously this is a kid's show. There's not supposed to be a whole lot to it, but I still, appreciate when even children's shows have some really good stories to them. And if I'm honest, I feel like I don't know if Pokemon has always done the best job at that. That might be just me. Between like the story arcs in the games and even like the story arcs in like the original anime with Ash, I've not always been that impressed with that side of things. But anyway, that's kind of what I'm looking out for in here, because I feel like story is kind of the most important thing. But I see something starting to form, but obviously these episodes are super short, so they're kind of seems like they're slowly building upon it. Very interesting. What do you guys think so far? Anybody watching along with me? If not, no worries, but we'll get into episode 2 in just a second. I feel like we could do the whole thing probably tonight, but we'll save it. Hey, you guys will have to let me know if you enjoy this sort of content. Like I said, trying to do something different today. It's not every day that we get some new Pokemon content, so let's see here. Well, if you guys are still with me, for those of you who are still with me, we'll go on to episode 2. First Tats, you're still here. Thank you. What do you think so far? Again, the animation and like the visual aspect of it, I mean, that's kind of really what shines through for this. I feel like, they did a good job. It's definitely kind of more of like a short film sort of vibe to it. I don't know if they really... It almost seemed like something that could have been like a fan-made thing that they just picked up, but who knows? I'm not sure. Let's get on to episode 2. Interesting. I'm looking at the first episode. Looks like we were only 14 minutes in, so are the credits really that long? Because it's supposed to be a 19-minute episode. But anyway, we will move on to episode 2. What's on your mind, Psyduck? Again, it might have an ad, so we'll check that first before we do the countdown. Or maybe not. Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't really have an ad first time through. All right. Oh, it keeps starting on me. No worries, Sean. I hope you get to watch it at some point. There's definitely some good stuff on Netflix right now. I've been looking for an anime for a while, so I started watching one called Hunter x Hunter. It's actually really good. I think it's on Hulu as well, so either one of those platforms. And then of course there's the new One Piece live action, which I haven't gotten to yet. So those are some of the ones I've been watching. I've been watching like the original One Piece anime because I want to kind of get that story before we get onto the live action. But yeah, I feel like there's some... It's not always the case. I feel like you eventually kind of run out of new shows to watch and new movies to watch on Netflix, but there's some good stuff on there right now. I feel like there's a new Zack Snyder space film forget what it's called off the top of my head, but I definitely am planning to watch that soon. Anyway, guys, we're on to episode 2. We will do the countdown and get into it. All right, here we go. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Are they fighting? That's what they do. Yeah, Tyler, I've always been a fan of claymation and stop motion. Kind of back to the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer days. All those little films. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. It's good stuff. Yeah, Chicken Run. I remember that one. And Wallace and Gromit. Those are kind of along the same lines, I feel like. Another good one is Fantastic Mr. Fox. Kind of an underrated one. So maybe I missed it, but are these Pokemon, do they have masters? Do their owners come and check them in, or do they just come from the wild? Diglett. That's awesome. Oh, and that's it. Yeah, there's no way that went an entire 20 minutes. Yeah, 11 minutes. This episode was 16 minutes, but it only went 11 minutes until the credits. So they're very short. Yeah, I'm digging it. I think my only complaint is I feel like they're kind of stretching things out kind of unnecessarily. I feel like this could easily have been like one just straight short film instead of dividing it up into episodes. But I feel like some of these streaming services, they try and do that to make it seem like they have more content than they do. I feel like they've kind of done similar stuff with like The Mandalorian on Disney Plus and that sort of thing. So I do feel like it would make more sense just to make it one movie or one full episode. But anyway, yeah, I'm liking the story so far. Again, it's very simple, very simplistic, but I see where they're going with this. You have this kind of frantic girl, this girl who's not very confident herself, and she is kind of helping Psyduck regain his confidence, and obviously she's going to find that confidence herself probably by the end. So yeah, I definitely like the story. I think it's good. The animation, like I said, is great. Tyler, you said I don't know why they made it 3 episodes. Isn't it 4 episodes? Oh, you think they should have made it 3 episodes is what you're saying? Yeah, I think it's 4 altogether. Yeah, there's 2 more left, and again, the next one is 14 minutes, and of course the credits are long, so it is probably like a 10-minute episode. Episode 4 is 20 minutes, so with the credits it's more like a probably 15-16 minute episode. So yeah, super short, but yeah, I like it. It's cute. Yeah, they could have made it one movie. I agree. I think that would have made more sense, but I think they just are trying to pad the runtime. But yeah, I like it so far. It's I think will be good for kids. Again, they can watch it all in one sitting. I feel like if each episode's like 10 to 15 minutes, I mean, it's only going to be, like 40 minutes, 45 minutes maybe. Yeah, I like that they make Psyduck a character as well. I feel like in the original anime, obviously Misty had Psyduck, and he was kind of just always a nuisance to her. I don't even really remember him using this psychic powers as much, so even that is kind of like something I don't remember as much. But yeah, I think it's kind of a good way to redeem that character. So the only thing that makes sense is they wanted to add episodes down the road. I'll say that my kid watched the entire credits. I mean, it's some great credits. I like the music. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't think they're intending on adding more to it. I'm assuming. I mean, I haven't watched all the way through, so I'm assuming there's not more to the story. But and I feel like Netflix, I don't know if do they ever add episodes after the fact? I feel like they're kind of like the original streamers to where they just released every episode all at once, I thought, and then other streaming services like Disney Plus now then started like just staggering the releases. So yeah, I feel like they could have easily added more, but maybe they'll have a season 2, which will basically be a part 2 more or less. Yeah, but I'm liking it so far. I think if nothing else, I'm glad that Pokemon is doing more stuff like this. I really hope that this is just the start of more to come. I hope we can get some like really strong content, because I feel like that would kind of bring even more people back into the the card hobby potentially, kind of like Pokemon Go did. Like if they had like a really great like live action show, I think that would be cool. We'll see if we'll ever get there. And Cobra Kai, they added more seasons on. Right, yeah, they did. I guess my point is that usually I feel like they upload the entire season all at once. I could be wrong about that, but I thought that that's usually how they do it. Whereas on Disney Plus, they'll like just release one episode one week and then another one the second week. But yeah, obviously for each new season, they stagger those releases. Yeah, but hope you guys enjoyed the Pokemon Concierge. We can hang out for a little bit longer if you guys have anything you want to talk about, any questions. We'll move over here. We literally could watch the entire thing tonight. I don't know, maybe we'll save it for another time. We'll do the same thing they're doing. We'll try and stretch it out as far as we can. Yeah, and we'll see. Hopefully we'll get to do episodes 3 and 4. I know there's just a few people in here, but I guess it's more fun to watch with people than not. So let me know, you know, if you're watching this after the fact, let me know if this is the kind of thing you would like to see more of. You know, it'd be cool. We could, you know, watch other stuff. Like we could go back and watch Detective Pikachu all the way through. It's been a while since I've seen that, so I wouldn't mind watching it again. We could kind of be chatting the way through there. We could also be watching some other stuff, Star Wars or some different animes. But anyway, Tyler said, Luke, I got a pull box tomorrow with some fire slabs. Awesome. All BGS. Very nice. I may have to check it out. When's the next BGS return? Good question. I literally only just recently submitted. It's been a while. Although technically we still have part 2 of my more recent return that I need to release very soon. We're kind of had a little bit of a break in between those two, the part 1 and part 2. But yeah, I did submit to BGS when they were doing their holiday special. I got it in there right before the deadline on the 2nd. Obviously the mail wasn't running on the 1st, but I kind of got it together the weekend before the 1st and sent it off on the 2nd. So the 2nd was kind of their deadline. So yeah, there's some cool stuff in there. Some stuff that I'm trying to flip and some stuff from my personal collection. So we'll see how that goes. Who knows how long it's going to take. Again, the last one took like 3 months, maybe 4 months. Hopefully they're not that backed up anymore. Sean says, I'm gonna put a hot take out there. Team Rocket is not the bad guy, but Ash and the team is. Team Rocket protected the Pokemon. Ash caught Pokemon to fight with them. Interesting take. I'd like you to elaborate. Why do you think that they were the ones protecting the Pokemon? I mean, I think you could definitely make the argument that all the Pokemon trainers are monsters. They're basically just making little animals their slaves and making them fight each other. So you could definitely make an argument for that. I'm not sure what your argument would be as far as Team Rocket being the good guys, though. And when you say Team Rocket, do you mean the actual like Rocket Gang, or do you just mean Jesse and James and Meowth? They were never really that bad. They were just kind of goofballs. And yeah, that kind of actually relates to what I was talking about before with the kind of the storylines that Pokemon kind of comes up with for their stuff. I feel like they always kind of, with the original anime, they always lacked a real threat or real villain, because I feel like Jesse and James, like I said, they were kind of just incompetent the entire time, and they were kind of more like likable villains in a way. They were never really like truly a threat, I feel like, to Ash and Rock and Misty, but that's just my take. I felt like it could have been better if they really had a real good villain. I feel like every story like that needs either a real good villain or at least a real struggle. I guess you could argue that the main struggle for Ash was becoming the very best, becoming a Pokemon master. But yeah, I don't know. I never felt like the Pokemon anime really had the best storyline, in my opinion. Now I've not watched past probably like the Johto season, so maybe it gets better after that. I'm not sure. I probably will watch the final episodes because I'm curious to know how it all ends up for him. But yeah, the stuff that I had seen, I feel like maybe the best storyline that I remembered was from the second movie with Lugia. I felt like that one was a decent story. Actually felt like there was like some villains more or less, or like an actual threat, which was I believe the legendary birds. It's been a long time since I've seen that, so hopefully I'm not remembering that wrong. You know, Mewtwo Strikes Back was okay, but I think felt like it could have been better as well. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like compared to like back in the day when I didn't watch a ton of anime, but I did watch a lot of the Pokemon TV show, and then I also watched a lot of Digimon. I actually was a huge Digimon fan as far as the show goes, because I actually felt like it had a good story. Like again, it was a kids show. It was very kiddie in a lot of ways, but I felt like they really did a good job with the villains, and I don't know, that there were some cool elements to it. But that's my rant. Okay, so back to the Team Rocket storyline here. So Sean says Team Rocket never brought them to the gyms for the purpose of fighting them. I mean the whole Team Rocket from Giovanni on down. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I guess so. But I think their whole point was to, you know, kidnap the Pokemon and exploit them and basically try and use them to rule the world. I think that was kind of their whole shtick. But I appreciate the hot takes. Digimon was pretty cool back in the day, not gonna lie. Same with Yu-Gi-Oh! And Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, I don't know. I never got to really watch Dragon Ball Z that much as a kid. I kind of almost want to go back to it. And same with Yu-Gi-Oh! I think as a kid, I felt like Yu-Gi-Oh is a little bit more dark in certain ways. I remember kind of feeling that, at least when I was that age, and so I didn't really watch it for that reason. But now that I'm older, I feel like I might actually appreciate it more. So yeah, those are two. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! I probably am more likely to go back and watch. Dragon Ball Z, I feel like there's like a lot of seasons, if I'm not mistaken about that. I don't know if I would be able to get back into it. Plus, I'm not really sure if Dragon Ball Z, from what I understand, I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, Tyler, but it seems like Dragon Ball Z is not as heavy on the actual story. It seems like it's more just about like the fight scenes, which is cool, but I still appreciate shows that actually have a cool plot line that you can follow. He said if Dragon Ball Z did more of a TCG other than just cards, it would have been fantastic. You said other than just cards, more of a TCG. Yeah, you have to let me know what you mean by that, Tyler. I mean, because they have several card games. Like they had, I think, an older card game from back in the day, and then I think they have DBZ Score, or maybe that is Score the old one, or I forget, or Dragon Ball Super is the newer one, I think. Maybe Score is the old one, but so I know that they have a card game. You'll have to let me know what you mean by that. So Tyler vouches for Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll definitely have to get into it. Maybe that'll be my next show after I finish Hunter x Hunter. Like I said, I'm really digging that show. It's almost kind of, at least the first season, it kind of changes a little bit with the future seasons, but the first season is like literally like Hunger Games and Squid Game, but an anime, and they can kind of get away with a little more in it because it's a cartoon, but definitely not for kids. Anyway, The DBZ story is super complex, but definitely a big emphasis on the battles for sure. I certainly don't mind the battles. I just don't like it always to be like taking up the majority of the screen time. I think because I mentioned before, I've been watching the One Piece anime. That's my only complaint with One Piece, is I think it's a really cool and quirky show, and I really actually do like the storylines, but I feel like every like 4 or 5 episodes they have like 2 or 3 episodes consecutively where it's just them just fighting back and forth, and that part I almost get a little bit bored at. I kind of like want to see like what the progression is, and for Hunter x Hunter I feel like it's not as much like that. Like there's fight scenes, but it's definitely more focused on the story. So Tyler said like more of a game with the cards. I feel like DBZ was just collecting the cards but not actually playing. Okay. Yeah, I didn't have any of those cards, so I guess maybe the original ones were not playable. I think the newer ones are though. And the newer ones, they look really cool. We'll have to say, like there's some really cool texturing on them. I think Bandai does them. The only thing that's kind of weird about them is like almost all of the rares are just like super blinged out, and so it almost kind of starts to dilute like the really rare cards in there, but they look super cool though. I think if I had probably grown up with Dragon Ball Z more so, then I probably would collect those. Well, I definitely appreciate you guys sticking around. The few of you who are here, always good to chat and connect more. As I mentioned before, we're gonna be just trying a few different things this year. I'm excited to just keep growing the channel, and I'm excited to really be doing these lives. Just started doing it for the first time a few months ago, or probably a month ago. So it's kind of nice to be able to chat and do some things that we don't usually explore on our just normal recorded videos. So yeah, appreciate you guys being here. We'll probably wrap up in just a second. We'll just catch a few more comments here. Tyler says, just saw Collecticon posted about purchasing tickets for the Dallas show at the end of February. Yep. Did they so they're saying that the tickets are available to purchase? Is that what you're saying? I know they posted all the dates a few weeks ago now. So there's a lot of Collecticons going on this year. I know that I think they have 2 in Dallas. They might have 2 in another part of Texas, maybe Houston, or yeah, I don't know. I think the people who created Collecticon are native to Texas, so I think that's why they have several there. But I know they also have one. They have Chicago, Richmond, Virginia, somewhere in New Jersey. They got Charlotte again. They got, I think they have 1 or 2 in California. They might have, I can't remember if they have Kansas City again. But yeah, they've got like probably double the amount of shows that they did last year. So definitely pretty exciting. I'll probably be at a few of them. I'll probably actually be at the first Dallas one in February. Oh yeah, they have Orlando too. I wanted to go to Orlando, but I also kind of want to go to Card Party this year. So it's kind of like only a few weeks away. They're literally both in Orlando, so I may have to pick one or the other. So I might not be able to make it to both. Yeah, unfortunately, they don't have Denver this year, unless they changed it in the last few days. But yeah, they usually do Denver, and I was kind of actually interested in doing that one this year. My wife wants to really go to Colorado. I've been a few times, but she's never been. But yeah, unfortunately, they didn't decide to do Denver again. Tyler asks, how far in advance do you usually, or can you usually purchase? I guess I thought that they had tickets up for sale like as soon as they I feel like they have them up for sale all at the same time, but I could be wrong about that. I know I've usually purchased at least 2 months in advance. Tyler, you're going to be in the Dallas in July. Okay. Oh man, it looks like we'll miss each other. I'm going to the other Dallas one probably in February. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to July, but you never know. Sean said, I remember your first live video, a part of an Ian Raid. I'm really excited for your channel. What's next for it? I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you being on our first one. This is literally only I think our third one, so you haven't missed much if you if you've missed any before. But yeah, we'll be doing some different stuff. You guys have voted that I should be doing some gameplay, so I think we'll probably be doing that pretty soon. I need to figure out how to get that set up, but I'll probably be doing a test one of that pretty soon, within the next week or so. And I'll probably just play through Scarlet and Violet again, just as a test. But you guys voted and said you wanted me to play through Legends Arceus, so that's actually one that I wanted to play through. So I'm excited that people voted for that. I've heard good things about it, so yeah, we might do a full playthrough of that, and I'll probably kind of have you guys make some of the decisions. Like, I don't know if you choose like a starter Pokemon in Legends Arceus, but I'll probably ask the chat which one I should pick, and yeah, we'll go from there. Tyler says, oh man, what's the dates for the card show? It's in Orlando. Yeah, Card Party, which is Pat Flynn, Deep Pocket Monsters convention that he just started last year. It's going to be in Orlando, and I believe it's in June. So I do have tickets for that already. So that's the plan. I have family in Dallas, and BGS is literally in Plano. Yeah, that is cool. That's a good point. I should think about maybe just dropping off a submission in person. Is Plano, is it like within like 30 minutes from Dallas, or is it a little further, like an hour? I'm trying to think what else is down there. I mean, you got Dallas and Fort Worth right next to each other. Yeah, I think we'll go down there. My wife really wants to go see what is it? Chip and Joanna, from the HGTV. They have like a whole little compound down in Texas. Where is that? Is it Waco where they're at? Anyway, it's not too far from Dallas, so I'm not sure if I'll join her. Maybe she might go there while I'm at Collecticon, but we'll make a trip out of it. All right, guys. If there's nothing else, then we will wrap things up. I appreciate you guys being here. If you weren't able to watch with me, I hope you'll check out Pokemon Concierge. I'm definitely enjoying it so far. Probably will rewatch the episodes with the kids. But until next time, first of all, check out one of these videos here on screen. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to support the channel. And lastly, I just want to let you know that no matter what you're going through, you are not alone. God is with you, and he loves you, and we do too. I'll catch you next time.